Yes, I'm back. I'm still alive. I know it's been like half a year since I updated my YouTube channel. But I just wanted to come on here and just give a little slight life update and an update on my washing machine and dryer since I have had them for like 6 months now. I'll start with my life. Everything is going fairly well. I finished school. Yes, I finished school. I graduated finally. It only took me 14 years, but I graduated with my associate in science in medical billing and coding. I am now currently employed at a local specialty clinic, and I mean, I love it. I mean, the job is easy. It is, part of the study that I went to school for. And I'm just, I'm just excited, happy, thrilled. I mean, I like it. And I know what I'm doing. As far as my kids, they're great. My oldest, he's about to be 9 next month. I cannot believe it. I feel like I was just pregnant with him. It happened so fast. My 5-year-old, he is still a handful, but that's to be expected. And then my daughter, my 1-year-old, she is still mean as ever. Mean, and she knows she runs the house. So that's what's going on as far as us. I did want to give an update. So for the washing machine and the dryer, both have been working perfectly fine. It has been 6 months. There was one issue that I had with the washer, and I thought my spinner, like the spin side of it, had stopped working. It was user error. Duh. But y'all, I was so mad. I got upset. I got on Amazon. I left a bad review and everything. And then once I realized what my issue was, which I had overstuffed the dryer, the spin dry side, so it wasn't able to spin. And so once I realized that, and I took a little bit of the clothes out, and I just did a smaller amount of clothes, it did fine. It was perfect. So then I was like, oh man, I just got on here and just left them the nastiest review, because I'm like, oh, it only lasted for like 4 or 5 months or whatever. So I had to go back and bite my words. I erased that review, and I was like, oh no, it's perfect. It was user error. I made a mistake or whatever. But so it's still working perfectly fine. I have had a couple questions about how I use it, and is it safe, stuff like that. I did have one comment on here, and I think I responded, but I'll just go ahead and address it anyways. But I had one comment, and the person was like, it was very loud in their bathtub. They use it in their bathtub just like I do. The problem is they have neighbors, and they felt like the washing machine was very loud. I mean, it can be kind of loud once it starts, but I don't know. I'm cool with my neighbors. So I actually brought her over here to show her that I had it. Cause like I said, in these apartments, we don't have a washer dryer hookups. So she saw that and she was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get me one. But so I was like, do you ever hear it? Cause I feel like it can be kind of loud here in the bathroom, and then it kind of echoes. And she's like, no girl, we don't hear nothing. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess just make sure to cut down on the sound or whatever. Just make sure that it is level in your tub. And it's kind of hard in my bathtub because it's kind of got that curvature. It's not a very big bathtub to begin with. But just try to get it level so that it's not rocking as it washes or as it spin dries. And I don't know, maybe you can get one of those bathtub mats that goes in there, like the little plastic kind that suctions to the bottom of the bathtub. So maybe you can get that and then sit the washer on top of that, and maybe it'll cut down on the loud sounds a little bit, hopefully. I don't know. I don't have to do all that just because I mean, I made sure with my neighbor that it wasn't disturbing her and her family or whatever over there. But yeah, so another question I had was, is it safe to put in a bathtub? One comment was like, she was worried about the water getting underneath the washer, like as you drain it. And I haven't had that issue. I know sometimes, like when I first got it, I didn't feel comfortable with how much water would just sit in the tub as it was draining out slowly, because my tub drains slowly. So what I used to do, I don't do it anymore because I mean, it doesn't affect it either way for me. But what I used to do was I used to drain it a little bit. When my tub started getting, kind of full, I would stop it. I would change the dial from drain back to normal so that it would stop draining. I would let that go down the tub's drain. And then, when it was all gone, I would flip it back to drain and let the washer drain out some more. Honestly, I think the first couple of times that it happened, what I did was like, I actually meant to go back and stop it, but I have 3 kids. I'm sure I got pulled in this direction, that direction, whatever. And I forgot. I was like, oh my God, like, did I just mess up my washing machine? But I learned that it worked perfectly fine. It didn't affect it, but at the same time, the water never got up underneath. It wasn't high enough to reach like the top, because there's like a little bit of room underneath it, like the legs of the washer. It was probably about that much room in between the floor of the tub and the bottom of the washing machine where all the parts and stuff are. So it doesn't really affect it for me. I guess it may also depend on how fast or how slow your bathtub will drain as well. Make sure you are emptying the little lint filter that's in like the inside of the actual washer part. Make sure you empty that. I try to do that. Well, I don't try. I do empty that every single time I get ready to wash. And yeah, I think that's it. If you have a little daughter, if you have a little child, my daughter likes to turn the dowels just for fun. And then there's this little hole on the washing machine where you're supposed to connect like the hose that came with it. But like I said, I just use my shower head, and her finger is just big enough to where it won't come out if she's like sideways. So I literally have to pick her up and then take it straight out. Otherwise, it won't come out. So what I did, tape that bad boy up with some duct tape. And now I'm good. As far as my dryer, I did get some comments on that video about needing a vent for it. And what I actually did is I actually went ahead and purchased like a vent kit. And I have it next to my window. So what I do is I will let my window up. I'll plug up the washing machine. I'll stick the vent hose, like that big old silver clinky thing. I'll just stick it out the window. And put my little cardboard up so can't nothing. Y'all, I had to get cardboard. I had to get something because one day I just had the vent hose sticking out of my window and like nothing was blocking the rest of the, like this is the window. This is the little vent hose over here. So all of this was open. I had a bird fly in my apartment and I freaked out. I was screaming and yelling and almost broke my neck trying to get away from it because I felt like it was trying to like peck me and attack me because it was scared too. That thing, oh, my neighbor actually heard me screaming and like ran over here and she helped me get it out. But yeah, so after that, I started sticking cardboard up against my window to prevent anything else from flying in. And so that way I just have this one little space over here where the vent hose is and it sticks out the window. But yeah, so I did go ahead and get that. The only thing, sometimes like my cottons, my like clothes that are just like 100% cotton, they seem to take an extremely long time to dry in my dryer. And then I also have to watch my daughter, because the little button that you hit that I forgot in the video for the dryer, the button that you hit to turn on the heat, my daughter likes to run over here, press it, and then run away and go do something else. And so like half the time I won't even know that the button is not pressed in until I go to check the clothes, and I don't feel any heat from them. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Cambry, I'm gonna get her. But yeah, so as far as my washing machine and my dryer, like I still feel like they are very good purchases. They were much needed in my household. Granted, I do have to wash a lot of clothes, a lot of smaller, loads, just because it's not a full-size washer or dryer. But like I said, that's absolutely fine for me, because I dreaded going to the laundromat. And speaking of which, back in August, like I think my kids and my niece got COVID from open house at school, because that's the only time all three of them were together. We went to open house for my boys. And that weekend, open house was like on a Thursday. Well, that weekend they tested positive. All three of them tested positive for COVID. And so, with us being in quarantine and everything, it was just very nice to be able to still wash my clothes, dry my clothes, just like have have fresh clothes to wear, because otherwise I would have had a pile of clothes just like piling up for those 2 weeks that we had to be in the house. But yeah, so as far as everything goes with the washing machine, the dryer, I still love it. I'm still very satisfied with my purchase. Like I feel like those two are probably my most needed adult purchases that I've made so far for my house. Of course, a car, stuff like that. But yeah, as far as like inside the house, those are like my two biggest favorite purchases, because I needed it. And I think that's about all that I have. I wanted to come give a brief update on, on how I'm still enjoying my washing machine and my dryer. Like I said, I got the washing machine from Amazon. It is a Zeny, Zeny, twin tub washer. And I have a Magic Chef 1.5 cubic foot dryer, portable dryer. That's what they're called. A portable washing machine and a portable dryer. That's about all I have today. I really don't know what else. I don't know how much longer I'll be on YouTube, because I don't know what to do. Anyways, leave me some love, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share my video, leave comments, tell me, what you would like to see. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.